Let's bring in SureVest CEO Rob Luna. And Rob, to you, what is your headline of 2022?
Well, I mean, I think the headline's got to be "Don't fight the Fed," and interest rates absolutely matter. And to Kim's point, that's what we're seeing. Interest rates have risen. There's no such thing as free money anymore. And for investors, Jim Awa was just talking about corporate bonds at 5%. There's actually other places to invest now. So investors are moving their money where they can get a rate of return that's not in growth. They're not willing to wait so long for the return. And you've seen that. You talked about the growth index down 30%. And look inside there, Amazon, Netflix, Google, these names have been cut in half this year. So it's been a really tough year to try to fight the Fed and not think about interest rates in your portfolio.
Rob, where are you putting your money next year?
I think, I do what Kim's saying in terms of this changing the guard. I think there's a lot of validity to that. The last time we saw that was in 99, 2000, when we had this big disruption, looked a lot like we were today. We were raising interest rates at that time. Remember the old leaders of the 90s to 2000, the IBMs, the Ciscos, they got so big, grew so fast that there wasn't that future growth there. And I do think the FANG names are over. One sector, one area that has really been left for dead for well over a decade now is the old small caps, where you used to get a premium for investing in these smaller companies. But not only today do I think those are where people are going to be put their money, that index is actually cheaper than the S&P 500. Vanguard has an ETF, VIOO. I think right now you don't have to really pick individual stocks because that's going to be a big macro move. That's somewhere I'm looking at. But also there's some individual names, Roblox, names like CrowdStrike, UiPath, the names right now that are a little bit controversial. They're struggling a little bit in this environment, obviously. But remember, Amazon, 1999 to 2001, that stock was down 90% before it became a big market leader. So I think investors, for a little longer time frame, have to look at those names.
Rob, quickly here, because Roblox, it's a pick of yours. It's a down market today. Roblox is up 3%, and I'm not sure why. I was looking earlier. Do you have any thoughts on how this stock is bucking the trend today in a big way?
Well, I think it's just that stock has been left for dead, and I think people are trying to position themselves in the next big themes. That was a stock that was 60, 70% higher not too long ago. Just like we didn't know about Amazon back then, we don't know what's going to be the winner in Web 3.0 in the metaverse, but that's definitely a name. If you look at the big brands, they're all associating with Roblox. Definitely some risk, but that's probably a name you should at least have some part in your portfolio.